And, I'd like to think I'm as man as they get, so.
They have their place. I won't
Oh,
diss on
for sure.
automatics.
For
I
sure.
ran one in one of my cars, still have one with one in it.
I mean, if you weigh out the pros and the cons, which trust me, I have, because I thought about, converting this and making it into 5-speed. But when you weigh out the pros and the cons, the really the only pro that you get, well, technically there's 2 if I'm being fair. The pro is the obvious, it's the driving experience of it, to row through the gears. There's no better feeling than that. I mean, that's why there'll be another one sitting here that will be a stick car. And then if you go to the racetrack, I mean, you could launch the shit out of those things. You know what I mean? Versus an AOD unless you got, line lock or whatever that type of crap is, but you can just launch the shit out of a stick car. And I mean, those are the real only pros of it.
Yeah. Yeah, true. That and I mean, I know you can whatever, you start prioritizing all these things, they get a little muddied, but like nostalgic value, right? And like we were joking around earlier when we were texting and setting this thing all up, and I'm like, boys, this new system I'm using, we got to use Google Chrome. And the group text is like, fuck, I've tried so hard not to use this thing my whole life. I'm like, I have too. This is actually kind of funny. We're all going to get along real good tonight. But from that perspective, right? Like manuals kind of have that same sort of feel for me because I'm kind of like, now a manual is a special order in a vehicle if you can even request it, right?
100%.
And it's kind of that whole like, I want what I can have. It's like, well, if I want a fucking manual, I want a manual, you know?
Damn straight.
So there's that aspect to it too. And then you throw kids in the mix. I mean, for me, I'm like, I'll be fucked if one of my kids can't drive stick. Like, I will not raise anyone that goes, sorry, can't drive that. Like, no, no, give me the keys. We're out of here. I had the least amount of beer. I'll drive. Like, that's my kid right there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Same.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a weird one. Now, the older we get and the longer in the tooth we are, it's like, yeah, like if I'm going from A to B and I'm going to be in stop and go traffic, or I just want to go down the road and have a conversation, like the automatic is kind of the answer for everything. Whether we're in traffic or we're cruising or we're whatever, you're good. No
Yeah,
thinking.
for me, it's the best balance. With everything I do with the thing, I take it all, all over the, the area, all these out of town shows and shit. And there's just doing so many, so much, long driving or cruises and shit like that. And it just became something I knew that was going to be for this one,
Well,
so
and if it was already an AOD car, like why not just make it a spicy automatic car anyway?
that's
Like
kind of the
I
way I was looking
probably
at
would
it.
have done the same thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind of the way I was looking at it.
Yeah, when he told me, I said it made perfect sense. Like,
totally.
there's no sense in going 5-speed on it. Just throw a 4R70W. You're going to Holly, so you get the best of both worlds. You get to control it 100%, do what you want with it, and you already have everything. Just put it in.
Yeah,
It was also too,
totally.
once
And you
I
get the right bit.
learned, from my book of knowledge over here, this is, I've learned that there's so many things that can be done with that 470W, even outside of the stuff that I thought I knew going into it. You know what I mean? Just its capabilities. And I'm like, when he told me paddle shifters, I was like, it was something I never thought about. You know what I mean? I never dreamt of even, putting that shit on the car. And then when he told me about it, I was like, man, all right, that's something to think about. You know what I mean? And, it's just, yeah, it's interesting the way his brain works because it gets me to think outside the box and just remind me of, yeah, this is a good swap to do, you know?
Yeah.